You look lonely. I can fix that.
All right. All right. What's up? What's up? Okay, let me just check some. Okay. It's good. It's good. It's good, right? Okay, guys, we're back to streaming. Okay, the reason I really wanted to get back today to streaming because of this. We're gonna watch something. Actually, we're gonna watch react to the Asmongold channel. Actually, to the Microsoft nuking Blizzard. Actually, Microsoft laying off 1900 Activision Blizzard Xbox employees and Xbox employees. So Activision Blizzard and Xbox employees. So here we go. What I wanted to talk about this. I mean, you know, I want to cover as much as this news about Activision Blizzard and Microsoft now and the Sony and all of this, especially about Activision Blizzard. This is channel Schmucky TV is mostly just because World of Warcraft, Diablo, World of Warcraft, these games are Blizzard games, you know. So I'm not actually. I was streaming, as you guys know. I was streaming before other games on Xbox, on PlayStation, from the capture card. But I think, you know, it's better for this channel to just be primarily just for one focus, a one actually kind of theme of the focus for you know, Blizzard actually. So there you go. Yoav, what's up, man? Man, I haven't seen you for so long, man. I'm so glad to see you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming here, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, I wasn't streaming for a long time. For actually, there was a stream update. Actually, a one stream 2 weeks ago, something like that, because I had corona and this bacteria and this. I was in emergency room in a hospital for about 3-4 hours because of this bacteria and this. Everything is great. Everything is awesome now, but I was a little bit sick, and I was drinking antibiotics, so everything's great now and I'm back. So so yeah, it was kind of a little rough, little rough, it just because especially 2 times in emergency room in a hospital, it wasn't really, of course it wasn't pretty sight, so yeah, but everything's back to normal, thank God. So we can stream, we can get back to life, and yeah. Oh, by the way, there's one more, this burger here, filet of fish, yeah, from McDonald's. I told to my wife I would just want to eat fish today, so it's Friday, so it's kind of with us Fridays that we want to eat fish, so kind of fast, anyway. Okay, what I wanted to talk about today, and what exactly that I wanted to react to. Okay, where is it? Just a sec. Reactions. Let me try to fix this. Okay, here we go. There we go. On this video with Asmongold reacting to this layoffs about Activision Blizzard, and I wanted to give my opinion about this because, like I said, this is primarily just Blizzard channel, actually Blizzard, about Blizzard and Activision Blizzard and Blizzard games, especially World of Warcraft. So, and now Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard, I really wanted to see, we all wanted to see how is this gonna go in the future, especially this news. It's not good. Especially not good, but all right, let's just get right into the video. So let me just stop talking for now.
Going to be the head of Blizzard.
Okay.
Today, obviously, the reason why that guy made the post that he did is because Microsoft, which, keep in mind, is now owning Activision Blizzard, excuse me, and Xbox employees. Blizzard president Mike Ybarra leaves the company. He is no longer going to be the head of Blizzard.
Mike Ybarra,
that's fucking huge.
That's
and
unbelievable.
Adam Adham, correct me if I'm wrong,
in a BlizzCon,
is one of the OGs of Blizzard. He is one of the original founding members of Blizzard.
It's crazy.
And he is now gone from the company. Sad, yes, that's right. And so this is a very, very, very big deal. Now, oftentimes, this is what happens whenever a merger happens, is you have a shakeup of the, well, I mean, I was going to say ruling class, and I was like, oh, that's not really the right way to say it. But it actually kind of is, in a way. Because this is what used to happen whenever people would take over other countries.
So listen to this. So 1,900 people, Activision Blizzard and Xbox employees layoffs. Blizzard president Mike Ybarra leaves the company. That's crazy to me. He was just in a BlizzCon. What? It was in December? BlizzCon? I forgot. So anyway, a month ago or 2 months ago. So he was there. He already leaving. Blizzard chief design officer Alan Adham leaves the company. I don't know. Who is he? I'm sorry. I forgot about this guy. Blizzard previously announced survival game is canceled. Now, this is a big actually news. What the F, man? Because we know that survival game, it was actually development for a really long time, 5-6 years, maybe more, and now they're canceling it. So I just want to say, we all know in the last this 10 years of the Activision Blizzard, especially Blizzard, not just saying Activision, the Blizzard is totally changed. This is kind of a new company, different company. it's not anymore the same. Diablo 4 now sucks. It really sucks. The season 3, I heard for the people, they're really kind of mad and not really pleased what Blizzard is doing with Diablo 4. I'm not even playing right now Diablo 4 because I said before, if I really wanted to play Diablo game, I'm going to play Diablo 2 Resurrected. Diablo 4 is not good. It's not good. I don't know what the fuck Blizzard is doing. This is crazy. This is not the same company. This is different company. It's not good. So, you know, it's just, it's kind of sad that they're doing. He's wearing ears. What the fuck? Yeah, he's wearing actually almost the same headphones, Tajana, as you do, as you have it. You know, a girl at this a cat headphones. Yeah, he's wearing that exactly. Anyway, so it's kind of fucked up. That's actually this news is.
They wouldn't kill off all of the random people. Well, to be fair, they did kill off some of them. But they would also kill off a lot of the...
That is crazy. Almost 2,000 people lost the jobs now. That's huge, man. Or Blizzard, actually Microsoft, trying to do with a Blizzard completely fresh, completely something new. Or, I don't know. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. I mean, personally, it's fucked up that almost 2,000 people are getting... they're fired, and it's not good. It's terrible. And as we how can I say, as we players, you know, World of Warcraft, Diablo, whatever, Blizzard games, kind of maybe this is a good thing. Why am I saying that? Because it could get something really good after this, because they trying, like I said, they're trying to do Microsoft trying to do something fresh, you know, and something different. And maybe they see, especially retail World of Warcraft, it's a shit show. It's not a good game. It's not a more the same World of Warcraft like it used to be. That's why we're playing Classic. SOD, personally for me, it's terrible. It's terrible. I know that some of you guys that like SOD, Classic Citizen Discovery. It's great. We're gonna play it, by the way, because of the content. We're still gonna play it. 8th of February next month. It's phase 2 of the SOD, so we're definitely going to play that. And what is actually about this? It's kind of what I'm trying to say, that Blizzard and Activision, that it would be good that these layoffs, maybe something good about this, because like I said, fresh company, new people, and especially they could try to get back to the old roots of the World of Warcraft and try something maybe new, because retail this stuff, even though the 3 expansions are already announced for the retail World of Warcraft, and it's gonna be the same like it is, you know, just new dungeons, new zones. We all see this 10 times already, you know. Diablo, it sucks. The new Diablo, Diablo 3, Diablo 4, it sucks. You know, Overwatch 2 sucks too. You know, I don't know any new game, actually, not even new game, it's just any good game right now that you could play, and you can actually recommend as a friend to other friend. You can actually recommend the Blizzard games. So, especially, you know, if you're a fan of World of Warcraft, if you really wanted to get into some kind of MMO, I will definitely recommend Classic era World of Warcraft. So that's it. Or Diablo 2, if you like this type of game, you know. So anyway, let's continue.
The royalty, they would get rid of them because they don't want to have anybody thinking that it's the old leadership. This is a new company.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Tajana is saying that Microsoft have their own employees. They probably try to get their own employees to now to work for Blizzard. Yeah, they don't need the Blizzard's employee. Yeah.
Are owned by Microsoft now, and you're not going to be listening to the same people you were listening to.
Yeah,
and that's
exactly.
just what happens. Yeah, getting rid of the old guard. Exactly. And that's what happens.
That's why I'm saying, actually, this is a good thing in a way. It's terrible for these people, but we as players, you know, it's actually, it could be a good thing. It's really could be a good thing. I don't know. The time will tell. I can't say too much, or anyone of us, they can't say really too much about this. We'll see in the future for a year, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll see how is this gonna really affect this kind of layoffs of the people, and what kind of plan Microsoft is having, where to go from here, to what they trying to achieve here with Activision Blizzard. They probably have their own plan here, or what they're trying to do. And definitely on Game Pass, we're definitely going to see soon World of Warcraft, Diablo games. All of this is going to come to Game Pass. I'm sure about this. 99%. Definitely.
Happens. So I think this is extremely common. It happens with, I would say, probably most companies whenever they have a big acquisition like this. They're like, I actually, in a way, didn't expect this to happen. I didn't. And the reason why is...
Yeah, I didn't expect this too. It's actually pretty shocking and quite a surprise.
That I think that at least, and maybe because it's a much more comprehensive buyout by Microsoft versus a smaller company like 343 Studios that makes Halo. Because I've always viewed, Xbox and Phil Spencer's stance, at least publicly, is that we just want you to make us money. We don't care what you do. We don't care who you're doing it with.
By the way, Phil Spencer is just, I think, the best thing about the gaming and Xbox and a Microsoft. He is amazing. I love this guy, man. He really knows. He's really calm. He really knows what he's doing, what is the plan is, what Microsoft and Xbox, what they want to do. And it just, dude, I bought this 2 terabyte of the SSD, this storage from Seagate for the Xbox, official for the Xbox Series X. 40 games now on Xbox Game Pass. Just downloaded everything. All new games. Hellblade is coming. Indiana Jones is coming. A lot of these new games gonna come to Game Pass, and it's all free. I mean, it's free. It's not really free. It's just for your monthly subscription of the Game Pass, and it's awesome. You don't have to pay anything extra. You don't have to pay $70 dollars or euros for the game. You just having Game Pass, download the game and play. That's it. That is amazing. Game Pass is the best thing today, and probably for the future, for the games and for the consumer, for the player.
Just make us money and that's it.
Yeah.
So I do find it surprising that this happened.
Yeah.
But also, this is a huge acquisition. And how much is Bethesda worth as a company? I don't know. Does anybody know offhand? $1? Well, I don't know about that. $8 billion, right? $8 billion, right? Okay, so it's a very big company, right?
Yeah, it's huge.
And company. So, but it's not 70 billion. So with these smaller studios that pretty much retain their leadership, Activision Blizzard is almost at like a partnership level with Microsoft. Yeah. So of course they're going to probably try and do that. So I understand it, but at the same time, I didn't expect it. But it's also not surprising. It's like it's a 60-40 thing. I didn't think it would happen, but now that it is happening, it's like,
same.
Okay, sure. So we got a guy, this is a dude, he got laid off from Blizzard customer service. Just wanted to say, despite what y'all thought of us, it's been a pleasure helping those who I could. So here's the reality. Starry-eyed 25-year-old. I'm a 36-year-old neckbeard. Jesus Christ. This reminded me that Throne of Thunder.
Yeah, just this post, a lot of people, they're saying, oh, fucking Blizzard, they don't know what they're doing, including me, saying all this stuff. But I'm not, we're not getting fault. I mean, these people it's not their fault, all of them, all these developers, what Blizzard actually, all these ideas, for retail World of Warcraft, Diablo 4, whatever, all these ideas, what's coming, it's probably for somebody, higher in position. I mean, some kind of boss. These people are just doing their jobs and trying to best they can make these games. But having said that, the veterans, of old Blizzard, they're gone. 99%, I think that people are gone. Maybe 100. I don't think it's 100. I think 99% definitely people from old Blizzard, they're gone. This is completely new Blizzard. Even just the same, what is actually from before is just the name. That's it. Blizzard is just the same name. But the people who working there, completely new people.
Sure.
Yeah.
Has it really already been 11? Oh my God, it's been 11. Bro, I remember.
What?
Throne of Thunder was 11 years ago?
Throne of Thunder patch. Wow, 2013
I feel like
patch.
it was like 5 years ago. No, it was like 7. It was like 7 years ago. Like, what?
25
Well,
years.
how's it that far away? Oh my God. I was going
Neckbeard
hardcore on
36
Pandaria.
now.
Yeah, dude, I was. I was going hard as a motherfucker, man. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. Yeah, I'm kind of like, what the fuck? I remember when Asmon Contest
Yeah.
his undead slang gear from Wrath of the Lich King event. It caused such an uproar in the WoW community. It was funny as fuck. I
Yeah.
actually heard, and I know this guy probably can't confirm this, but I heard from an anonymous source that the fact that the GM gave me my stuff back caused like tens of thousands of dollars of tickets of other people trying to send in tickets to get their stuff back. And then they had to like make some sort of like a fucking announcement. Don't ever give him anything ever again. Never give him anything, because if he gets something, then everybody else is going to want it. And suddenly now everybody's going to be getting tickets. So yeah, it's the biggest mistake. It was, but it was great content, to be fair. And so, yeah, over the years, I grew more jaded as the policies changed. I still overall enjoyed my job. Well, I mean, look, this is what Pirate Software said. This is what a lot of people said working at Blizzard, is that the company's policies for, what's the word for it? For, like, efficiency were not good. Basically, the people that designed the efficiency policies were bad. They didn't know what they were doing. And because of that, it ruined customer service.
They don't know what they're doing.
Because it's easy.
Exactly. These new people, when they came to work for Blizzard, they don't know what they're doing. They just, they still need a lot of experience to know what they're doing about their jobs. And yeah.
To say, like, there are GMs that I got that were garbage, but there are also GMs that I got that were good. And so if I were CS, whenever they have almost no CS, well, it's because they can have AI or bots do it. That's really the reason why. And so performance metrics. Well, here's really what the problem is. So if you have a performance metric, the issue with that is that every single ticket is not the same. So I'm going to use an example with, like, whenever I worked at the IRS. So you guys can assume that, like, whenever I file my taxes, it's this thick, okay? I have a lot of things to file with my taxes. So if I get that tax document, I have to go through that and figure out what's going on, right? I have to go through the pages, etc. But, compare that to somebody who is like a McDonald's employee, or somebody who just simply works a regular job and doesn't donate to charity, or doesn't do, they don't own any businesses, they don't have any business expenses, they just simply drive to work and go back home. That's it, right? And so that is, it's like 2 or 3 pages, right? And so that's very simple. So guess what happens? People end up not giving certain things the amount of credibility and the amount of attention that they deserve, because those people don't want to lose the game of keeping their job. And so this is what the problem is, right? W-2 taxes take 10 minutes. Right, yeah, but like if you have like mine were really complicated for like 10 different reasons, right?
Well, see, somebody's saying here, down here, when you say about the comments, just replace CS with AI. Could be a thing that Microsoft has a plan to include the AI for somehow, and people who work in these kind of jobs that they're afraid of AI in a way that they could lose the jobs because of AI, because everything today is just AI, this freaking thing. It's just crazy.
And like if you have crypto, then it's like, oh my God, it's way more, right? Because like they're looking at that way more now, at least according to like what my accounting firm told me. But anyway, I'm not going to get into that a whole lot. What I'm saying is that whenever you create a system that gives you points and effectively gamifies a job, you have people that try to beat the game and not do their job. So what happens is that you have GMs that are trying to not have an interaction with a player because having an interaction with a player will take longer. So because they're being graded on how fast can they do a ticket, it's not in their best interest to give you a comprehensive experience, a comprehensive customer service experience. And is that really their fault? I mean, like, yes and no, right? It's like they are a cog in the machine, and fundamentally they didn't make the machine. They're just simply there. And some of them, the machine is put on them. They worked there originally, they were doing great work, this gets changed, and now they have to do things differently or they risk losing their job. So whenever you see a person like that, because the truth is that the guy who gave me my blessed battle gear of undead slaying, he was right. He should have given me that back because I had it on my account. And if I delete something on my account and they have record that I had it, I should be able to get it back.
Yeah, that's true.
Logically, right?
Yeah, logically.
Like, that's what's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why you have that's why you have item restoration, naturally.
Yeah.
So the guy, and this is what's so fucked up about it, right? You deleted it. I did delete it. But we have item restoration in the game. That's a service that GMs provide. Naturally, right? So if it's a service that GMs provide, then why can't I receive this service for an item that I had?
Yeah.
Naturally, right? And so the GM that helped me fucking like went above and beyond. He did the thing that everybody tells a story 10 years from now. Fuck, it's 5 years already I'm telling a story. And I'll be telling it probably in 5 years as well. He did the thing that makes people remember big dick GMs 10 years after they don't play the game anymore. He did the thing right then. And I bet he got in trouble for it. And how do we fix this? How do you fix this? Do you want to know the real way to fix it? So the real way to fix it is to have people that are in management positions that are competent enough in the job that their employees do. How many of you guys have had a problem with an employee, or sorry, with a boss because the boss didn't understand your job?
Yep.
The boss is telling you to do something, you're explaining to them that it's not true or it doesn't work. Right? We've all had this. Everybody's had this. So whenever everybody has had this experience, and this is also not even the boss's fault, by the way, because oftentimes they get promoted to this position by somebody else that's not even them. Like, they should never have been there in the first place. It's like the Peter principle, where people keep getting promoted until they become incompetent, and that's why they stop getting promoted. So you always have incompetent managers, right? And so you have this, like, it's a defined thing. There's a term for it. So that's number one, right? You have to have leadership that understands, respects, and fully has a comprehensive understanding of the process that their employees go through.
Yeah.
Because if the the manager doesn't have an understanding of the process, they can never reverse engineer who's doing what wrong. And I'll give you an example that a lot of you guys would probably be able to resonate with. So whenever you're playing WoW in a raid, right? Have you ever had like a raid leader that knows their shit so well that they can figure out who exactly is fucking up and how by just looking at the logs? We've all had this, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and it's fucking amazing, isn't it? I used to try to do that myself, right? And that person is what's going to cause you to guess wiki. Yep, that's right. No frog, no prog. And the real ones remember. And so anyway, this kind of stuff really mattered a lot. And for these kinds of people, they added so much value because of their knowledge and skill. But have you ever had a raid leader who didn't fucking know any of that stuff and just yelled at people and got mad at people for things they didn't even do? Yes, right? It makes it miserable. So we've all had an experience that's similar to this. Even if we haven't had this at a job, we all know kind of what this experience is sort of like, right? And so whenever you have a person who is in a position of authority who doesn't understand what the people's job is, then they're a fucking idiot and they're going to ruin everything, basically. And then the second thing is that a lot of these companies employ efficiency experts, and the efficiency experts don't have a comprehensive understanding of how a job is done. And so the problem with that is that they look at something analytically from a series of numbers. The Bobs, right? Exactly. It was my dad. And my dad did this because like he would talk to me about it all the time. That's why I have the viewpoint on it that I do, because like he's told me about this like many times over many years. And so whenever you have somebody who designs an efficiency process and they don't do it with the insight of understanding the process itself, they just look at the numbers in an abstract, which is what these people do. They say each ticket on average should take 6 minutes, so every ticket should take 6 minutes. But that's not the way that it works. And so also, whenever you create a numerical grading system for performance, and then everybody is aware of that system at all times, people don't try to perform at their job, they try to perform at the system. I'm going to give you another great analogy for this. Parsing in WoW. People are trying to parse on the performance reports instead of actually doing their job. And that's what happens. That's it. They're parsing. They're playing the KPI game. Yes, KPI, key performance indicators. And so they're hitting the points that the management wants them to hit, right? And so that's why CS is bad. Are there bad customer service representatives? Absolutely. Are there customer service representatives that don't try as hard as they should? Absolutely. Are there people who are lazy? Absolutely. Are there people who are incompetent? Absolutely. But I think that there would be a lot less of those people, and the people that remained, it would be easier to remove them and replace them with people that were, because I believe, right, this is just something I believe, I think that if you have a positive, efficient, and just successful workforce, that in itself is inspiring. Like, I remember, for example, whenever we were like really like fucking hard and like, you know, just like down bad, like everybody was like super busy. Whenever I worked at the IRS, we actually had one of, like, wasn't our manager, okay, it's the other manager, came over, and he actually came out because he used to work at our job, and he started working and doing the stuff, the exact same shit that we did, so we would finish in time. And like at that day, everybody was working. Nobody was on their phone. Nobody was complaining because he was working along with everybody else. And I think that really, like, bad work environments and toxic work environments create bad employees. Now, bad employees exist, but let's say you have like a natural existence of 10, and a good work environment will create 5, and a bad work environment will create 20. That's basically what happens. So that's why CS is garbage at Blizzard. There it is. That's what causes it. And so
okay. Yeah.
They are canceling the entire Blizzard survival game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the
like the total massive Blizzard survival game.
Yeah.
Is getting canceled. It's done. It's finished.
That's really shocked to me. This is the
years
game
down
that
the drain.
really...
Not years, 6 years.
6 years, yeah.
6 years down the drain.
That survival game, that's really a big shock to me that is actually canceled. The Microsoft actually canceled that. So there's actually... the Microsoft saw that game, what they're working on that survival game, and probably they say, oh, look, this looks like shit, you know, cancel that. Dude, you've been doing 6 years on this? Dude, that's insane. Get the fuck out of here. You know, cancel it. It could be that. It could be, there's actually, I don't know, decent, pretty good. It's not great because I don't trust Blizzard anymore. And it could be that. It's just Microsoft decide, you know, that's not, we don't want it. We wanted to do something different. I don't know. It could be, it's hard to say, you know.
Pissed
what
away.
Actually,
do you want to know what my opinion is about that?
Yeah, I agree with Osman on that.
My opinion is that I think that if we had seen the game and we had played it, we would have understood why it got canceled.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most of the products that Blizzard has made recently have been bad products.
Bad products, exactly. Yep, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I said.
Dragonflight has a lot of good gameplay, but it lacks the edge and the...
Yeah, Dragonflight, you know, raid, me and Tajana, we were raiding, and it's not bad. It's not bad. It's it's okay game. It's good, you know, rating and that the drops and when you know, and loot. It's okay. You know, it's not that terrible. It's alright. But what is terrible about it is, you know, these effects. You don't know where you're standing in raid. What the fuck's going on? And this is all I'm saying. This now in expansions. Next 3 expansion, Dragonflight, BFA, Shadowlands, before expansions. It was all expansions after the Wrath of the Lich King, all of them. They were just good for the raid. That's it. Only good for the raid. Other than that, all these expansions sucks. The gameplay, it's not good. It's kind of, we would say before, it's terrible. It's not good. What it's good about is about this World of Warcraft retail is raids. That's it. It's just crazy, you know. And yeah.
Texture that WoW used to have.
Yeah.
It lacks the edge and the texture that WoW used to have.
Yeah, it's not World of Warcraft anymore. When you look at the classic World of Warcraft, and when you look at retail World of Warcraft, you can say, what? That actually the same game? No, it's actually looks like totally separate entities. They totally look like it's just totally different games. That's how it looks. They don't have nothing in common anymore. Blizzard totally changed it, totally. So I cannot have this kind of, you know, okay, let's play retail. Okay, but we're playing actually a different game than the World of Warcraft used to have. It is different than Classic. In Classic, everything means that music, that atmosphere, it has this, like I said before, it has this kind of soul. This game has. It just kind of grabs you. It's just so good. Like Diablo 2 too, you know, or a classic World of Warcraft. It just, and I'm talking about classic era, classic vanilla World of Warcraft. Or Burning Crusade. And I said, after the Burning Crusade is the only one good expansion ever that Blizzard did. Only one. Wrath of the Lich King, when it came out, oh, it was actually good, but it's not even close anymore. This is when you kind of feel, you know, stretching away, or fading away, that originality, what World of Warcraft used to have, like in Burning Crusade or in a classic era, in a classic vanilla, you know. You can see that in Wrath of the Lich King that just ended. They introduced later the LFG thing, especially now you have token. It's fucking crazy. In a classic, having token, that's insane. And I'm just saying, and I'm gonna say it again, and I said before, dude, as soon as Blizzard put the token in the classic era servers that we have originally, you know, the same kind of game, like back in the day, that's the only what we can play, you know, that's real classic World of Warcraft. As soon as the Blizzard put the token in, or some kind of microtransactions in the classic era, I'm done. I said that before 100 times, and I'm gonna say it again. It's over. It's over for me, and that's it. That's it. So it's up to them. It's not anymore the same Blizzard. They fucked it up. So Arena, man, dude, what's up? What's up, man? I haven't seen you for so long, man. I haven't streamed. Yeah. Oh man, I'm so good to see you, man. So good to. Do my eyes lie to me? Is that real, Schmucky TV? Yeah. Yeah, your eyes don't lie. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm so glad to see you, man. I'm so glad. What's up, man? How have you been? Did you been on London? I think Tajana told me that you've been on London. I think you said that in a video or something like that. I don't know. It just she told me that, or you told me previously, way back before this stream, that you were on London, something like this. Yeah. So what's up, man? I'm so glad to see you. Yeah, missed you, man. Yeah, I missed you too, man. Missed you too, man. Yeah, some of this stuff, you know, happened in this kind of 2-3 months when we weren't streaming it. So me and Tajana, we had Corona. So I had bacteria. She didn't have bacteria. Some kind of bacteria. This coughing, it's killing me. Almost suffocate. Two nights ago, I was in emergency room in a hospital for about 3 or 4 hours. They put me there, just waiting. It was kind of crazy, but we're back to normal, thank God. And yeah, I'm back to the streaming, and yeah, and I wanted to do a reaction to this Asmongold. Actually, Microsoft laying off some Xbox, or actually Activision Blizzard employees. So I really wanted to do that kind of today, that I can actually talk with you guys. And today I doubt that we are gonna play World of Warcraft today. We're gonna come back other day, then we're gonna, because I'm waiting for SOD, this second phase, the phase 2, so we can level up from 25 to level 40. We have I have actually Dwarf Paladin that's sitting there and waiting for just so I can level him up from 20. He's on 25 level. I just wanted to, and also waiting for Tajana. I think she's level, Tajana is level 17, something like this. So you're almost gonna be, you're gonna probably hit before the 8th of February. You're gonna hit the level 25, so we can play together and yeah, level up again. So yeah, 17. You're 17. So there you go. Yeah. So there you go. Arena, so glad to see you, man. Yoav, so glad to see you. Arena, so glad to see you guys. You're the best. Thank you so much for coming. All right, let's continue. I want to see what he's gonna say.
The story is for safe modern pussies.
What the fuck? Right.
Dragonflight has a lot of good gameplay, but it lacks the edge and the texture that WoW used to have.
Yeah, like I was saying, the Dragonflight and retail World of Warcraft, the only thing you can say about this retail is good is raids. The raids, other than that, the game sucks. I'm sorry, it does.
The story is for safe modern pussies, and I think that it's lost the attention of a lot of people like me. And I think that also, here's the worst part, WoW is doing the best. Overwatch did something that so few games.
What he's saying for the what?
It's lost the attention of a lot of safe modern pussies. The story is for safe modern.
Oh, he talked about story. Oh, I'm sorry.
And I think that it's lost the attention of a lot of people like me.
Yeah, it's not
and
anymore the same.
Also, here's the worst part. WoW is doing the best. Overwatch.
Of course, WoW is doing the best because of there's a classic hardcore, there's a SOD Season of Discovery now, the classic, Wrath of the Lich King classic. Some people, still playing it, even though there's a token over there. I hate it. Retail World of Warcraft, even though I don't like it that much, people still playing it. The World of Warcraft has these more versions, and that's because it's more successful right now of the Blizzard games. That is actually the best game of the Blizzard that it has. Not including Diablo 4, Overwatch, and so on. So, how... Miss you guys so much. Yeah, we missed you too, man. We missed you too so much, man. Yeah, Arena, we missed you too so much.
Overwatch did something that so few games ever accomplish. It killed people.
Yeah, well, everything been well. Yeah, everything right now, I'm just gonna say that everything been right now been great. But with Christmas and the New Year, me and Tajana, we stayed at home, and we need to cure ourselves because we had Corona, COVID, I had bacteria, and it was crazy. So yeah, but everything's everything passed. Now it's everything good. Everything's awesome now. So hope everything been making SOD videos for some time. Yeah, I saw some of them, man. Yeah, this SOD videos sounds like a chill time. You're London now. Yeah, that's what I thought, that you were London. Yeah, I remember that you said that you were London. I have been here for 2 months. Yeah, exactly. Almost like 2 months we haven't been streaming, and I will come back to stream right now. So there you go.
Hope for the future of the game.
Nice.
Because everybody who hates WoW can always imagine a world where it's better. But Overwatch literally killed any hope for a future for this game. I
said before that Overwatch is actually the only one game that Blizzard make a huge mistake. I don't like it at all. It's not that I have something against the first-person shooters. I like first-person shooters. Call of Duty, Battlefield, Battlefront. I don't know. Even though Fallout, I'm not really a big fan of. But all right, for Skyrim and this kind of first-person, you know, I like these games. But Overwatch is, I said before, personally for me, Blizzard make a mistake with this one. It doesn't look like a Blizzard quality game, you know, even though you cannot say anymore today that actually has a Blizzard quality game. What is actually a quality game today from Blizzard? There isn't. There's no good games today from, you know, except classic World of Warcraft, but it's not a good new game. It's an old game. To just put, you know, the servers from the classic and just, you know, play that. It's not a new game. Diablo 4 is a new game. It's a terrible game. People are saying that Season 3 right now is terrible. It's not good. So there you go. Also, Blizzard fired 2,000 people like this week. Yeah, exactly. That's why we're doing this video. Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah, that's really shocking because Microsoft said probably, you know, that's it. That's enough. We're going to go fresh, or they want to do put their own employees from Microsoft, and that's why they're firing. Who knows? It could be a lot of these reasons why actually Microsoft is doing this now to actually with a Blizzard and firing these people. This is really shocking. I can't believe that people are going to lose the job. 2,000 people losing the jobs. It's just, man, it's just crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Made a lot of 3D porn. Yeah, it probably made more money through 3D porn than the actual game. But the point is that...
What?
Obviously, it's
did I hear that correctly?
Nobody gives a shit about the game, right? It's a dead game. It's not even a dead game. It's just that it's no longer going to grow. It's not going to get any bigger. It's just like that's
Who
it is
plays
what it
Overwatch
is, right?
2
Unless
now?
they make
really
Overwatch 3 or some sort of like other big difference. And so basically that's what happened. It peaked, and so there's that. Diablo 4. Let's look at Diablo 4. The subreddit. The most popular comment.
Okay, guys, we have here, I want to eat from McDonald's, filet of fish. This thing is actually the best thing about McDonald's, in my opinion. I love fish, and filet of fish, fish mac, that we call it here. It's really awesome. It's really great. What's happening with my pillow? So it's one of the best things in McDonald's. Yeah, we're happy. Yeah, nice.
On Diablo 4, the dev team needs to be replaced. So you even have the Reddit that's talking about...
I'm sorry, guys, that I'm pausing. I'm sorry. So this is it. This is completely right now that I get it out. Look how sauce is out, and the other side, there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. There's only on one side. It's actually crazy when they they're giving us like this. It just, oh man. McDonald's employee didn't do a good job. Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, lots of times it's happening. This, you know, fish sandwich looks really good. Yeah, I love fish sandwiches. Awesome. Yeah.
About how the dev team needs to be replaced. And then the next day, the next day. Be careful what you wish for. And let me guess, all the people at the top are getting raises.
Oh, man.
Well,
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Mike Ybarra's
Stop.
have the Reddit that's talking about how the dev team needs to be replaced.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait,
The
stop.
most popular comment on Diablo 4,
I want to hear that again.
the dev
Sorry.
team needs to be replaced. So you even have the Reddit.
Probably Microsoft saw this, so there you go. Because on Diablo 4, they don't know what they're doing, and it sucks. So there you go. Probably Microsoft saw this and saw not just this post, but it has 1.6K upvotes on this comment. Dude. And probably Microsoft saw this and people are not happy about Diablo 4, you know, in Microsoft probably being pissed off, you know, that's it. You guys are out of here. We're getting new people, you know, fuck this. People are not happy with these games, you know, we want some good quality games. And there you go.
That's talking about how the dev team needs to be replaced.
Yeah, 1.6, yeah.
And then
That's crazy.
the next day, there
you go.
be careful what you wish for. And let me guess, all the
Yeah, be careful what you wish for. Yeah. One time I ordered a Big Mac and the pickles were on top of the burger. Were they really? It's McDonald's, dude. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. What, dude? Probably a patty in the meat, the patty in the burgers. Probably most of the time just on one side, like you see here on a fish mac. There's no sauce or nothing. Just on one side. The cheese on another side. Another side, the patty is over there. It just all it's a mess, man. It's just all it's a mess. But it's still delicious. I mean, but whatever. I mean, yeah, two pickles just sitting on the bun. Yeah, and especially in the Big Mac when you order Big Mac, like you're saying, you know, and the pickles. It just, even though they give you just small pickles, they're not really. And most of the sandwich is just dry. That's why I don't like really, especially Big Mac. It's all right, but in missing this it's kind of dry. I don't like to dry food, you know? It's just weird. Yeah. Sometimes the French fries have no salt, and that too. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Or they're too much salt, or they don't have it at all. Yeah.
the people at the top are getting raises.
Exactly.
Well, no, Mike Ybarra is gone. And so not all the people, but I don't know, is Rod Ferguson there? Is David Shelley there? I don't know. Should they be there? I don't know what their role is.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. So, yeah, it's hard to say. Layoffs suck. Sorry to those impacted.
Yeah. Yep.
If I'm being brutally honest, though, I secretly hope this axes the Diablo Season 1 and Season 3 team.
Yep.
I'm sorry, and I hope they were laid off for two contradictory statements. Well, I don't really think so. Like, you can feel bad for, like, for example... I feel bad for people who, you know, who end up ruining their lives. Like,
yeah, man, send me a video on Discord. This is my PC setup here. They are actually careful not to be unhealthy. Yeah, Tajan. Exactly. Right, let me see, man. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. Oh, you sent me this before? Nice in London, man. Yeah, I was just watching the video. Nice. Dude. You have only laptop, yeah. You don't have a set of a PC. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I was watching the arena. Was sending us on the Discord, guys. You can check it out. Check us. I'm sorry, our meeting. So I'm sorry. You can check it out, the Discord on description down below on Twitch and on YouTube, of course. Yeah.
You know,
Alright,
somebody gets
let's
drunk,
continue.
they're driving, they hit somebody, maybe they don't kill them, but they just injure them and they go to jail for 20 years. I feel bad for that person because they made a stupid decision that's going to ruin their life. Like, I can feel bad for them on an empathetic level, but I'm glad they're in jail. Fuck them. That's right. So, yeah, I understand. No, I think that's normal, right? I mean, yeah, sure. I can put myself in their shoes and understand how they feel. Of course.
Yeah.
But
Just
I
gonna
also
grab
can put them in
water,
jail.
guys.
That's what we're going to do.
Just a
You
sec.
know? Imagine not being pro-drunk driving. That's going to be whenever Hunter Biden runs for president in 20 years. His campaign slogan is going to be crack down on crime, and he's going to be pro-drunk driving. He wants to get rid of it as a crime. That way we don't have to arrest people for it anymore. Laugh all you want, but one day it'll be true. Yeah, undead president, exactly.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, yeah, there you go. And with our luck, it axes Season 2 team. Yeah, there you go. I can't imagine how this is particularly encouraging for the growth and development of Diablo 4 going forward. And what was it the day before yesterday? Was
We're saying McDonald's employees spying on us? Probably, man. Did they know that you are on a keto? Yeah. No, I'm not on keto. It's Tajana, actually. She is, yeah. Yeah, she is. You mean a keto diet? Is that what...
was that
I'm
was
not.
that encouraging?
Tajana is.
Layoffs will continue until morale improves. This is not surprising. Yep, any merger and acquisition will always have some redundancy that leads to layoff. That's usually the way it goes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Blizzard has proven to have too many useless positions in the company. This is not necessarily a bad thing. It's hard to know why people got fired, and I think that the truth is that
Yeah, we don't know for certain why they got
the
fired.
market for
We
survival
ju-
games
we just can
is
speculate.
so agile that
Yeah.
I don't really see how Blizzard can compete in it.
Yeah.
Like, look at something like Power World. Power World can come out so quickly, twice as fast as Blizzard's game comes out. They talk about patch notes that add raid bosses. And people love the game.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm eating, so. Hollywood, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thanks, man. I'm sorry, guys, that I'm pausing a little bit. So, yeah, and I know the arena is on. Yeah, Tajana, you said, yeah, arena is on keto, huh? Yeah, there you go. So,
Damn.
thank you, man. Thank you.
So how is it that
Thank you,
Blizzard
Olivo.
can compete with that? And that's really the question, right? How can Blizzard possibly compete with that?
Yeah.
Look at Enshrouded. Enshrouded, you can dig holes. You can use magic. You can use bow and arrow. You can use a weapon. Like, I played the game.
By the way, do you guys even play this? Did you try this? Palward? Palward? What is actually real name is? That with the Pokemon stuff, and is the Nintendo gonna sue them? I don't know, because they're actually almost identical, these kind of creatures. And this kind of art is just almost like a Pokemon thing, and it's not. They're not a Pokemon. I didn't play it. I don't like personally this kind of type of games because it reminds me of the Minecraft, Fortnite, and what else? Something, and Pokemon. Something Pokemon. It's all these three games just kind of combine everything. You kind of smash them together. That's how it looks. It's Pokemon with guns. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's not something for me, but yeah, it's kind of right now really popular.
For like an hour, and I thought it was fucking amazing.
Yep.
So whenever I go and look at, I mean, like, obviously, you know, we're talking about two survival games, but like, look at World of Warcraft versus Final Fantasy. Look at how many things Final Fantasy was able to add, and Final Fantasy is also a very big game. Let's make a better example. That's the worst example I can make. Here's a better example.
Yep.
Path of Exile.
Yep, Path of Exile too. He's right about that.
I mean, come on.
Just sick.
It is what it is, right, guys? It is what it is. And so, GGG equals GigaChat,
I
GigaChat,
can't wait for
GigaChat.
to try Path of Exile 2.
Yeah, there you go, man. And
gonna be really-
PoE2 this year. Well, I mean, we'll see if it
PoE2,
comes out
there
this
you
year,
go.
but you know, we'll be
You
able to
took
play it this year.
The words out of my mouth.
And there it is.
There
And
you go.
so, yeah, no one's paid to make good games. Well, the point is that
Yep.
you should not be surprised. Like, we can argue and debate on whether the people that got fired should have been fired. The answer, though, that everybody, I think we all know, is that none of us really know the answer to who really should have been fired or not, right?
Yeah.
Like, we don't know if Mike Ybarra should have left. We don't know if Adam Adham should have left. We don't know if the other people should have left. We really don't know that.
Yeah.
But here's what I do know. I know that this is a company that has had over 10 years of garbage product offerings with one light at the end of the tunnel with Overwatch 1 that they did their best to stomp out, and they did so very successfully with Overwatch 2. So you look at a company that...
Man, I'm sorry, guys. I love this thing, man. It's a Star Wars, the new lightsaber. It looks freaking amazing. You can find on YouTube on our channel the video that I did on Shorts. This thing is freaking amazing. Like a real lightsaber. Of course, not real, but it looks like real. It's really awesome.
that has, again, a consumer product that they're going to market with for 10 years and failing continuously over and over and over. They should be lucky and happy that it wasn't more people. That's what I think. Hearthstone didn't fail. My understanding is that Hearthstone is in a very bad position. Am I out of touch?
Who plays Hearthstone still, man? Really? Oh no, not this one.
It's on life support. It's difficult to say. I'm gonna look it up. I'll look it up
Dude,
on
no,
Google
I'm
Trends.
sorry.
All right. So
Fuck.
basically, if you look right here,
It's too bright.
I would say that Diablo 4 had like this massive spike. Isn't this incredible? I didn't realize that the release of Diablo 4 was so big.
The
And
release
so,
of Diablo 4, yeah, was big.
if you look at it, especially over the past
Yeah,
like
how about
2004,
now? It just
you'll
went,
see that a lot of these
you know,
games, right? You
right
look
now,
at, for
it's just-
example, the yellow, which is Overwatch. Overwatch has
Yeah,
gone
look.
down substantially over the years. And I would also argue that the majority
Look at
of
this.
online discourse about
at
Overwatch
it
right
now.
now is about how bad the game is and not really
Look
about
at
the
Diablo
game
4
itself.
plummeting.
World of Warcraft, ironically, is actually doing better than almost any of these other games. And the reason why I think it's pretty...
Well, look at this. Look at this. Dude, 2004 it was quite big. Classic World of Warcraft, real vanilla, and then peak here. I think it's 2010. So 2006, 7 Burning Crusade, Lich King, or I think this is could be Lich King. 8, 9. I think this is 8, 9. This is 10. It says. Look at this. Oh man, with this expansions, it's terrible. Oh my lord, dude.
pretty obvious is because of classic WoW
Oh.
and because retail WoW is a product made for the people who enjoy it. Now, that product might not necessarily be for me as much anymore, but for the people who enjoy it, they're happy. And this is also for the United States. So let's go ahead and look at worldwide. You're right. I actually didn't check on that. I should have. So we're seeing about the same trend.
So,
But, you know, again, like a lot of these games have kind
look
of
at this.
gone down. Look at the
And
blue.
Diablo
The
has-
blue is
Diablo 4
Hearthstone.
has this
Hearthstone
peak.
has gone down massively.
sheesh.
Like, let's get a
Yeah,
little
who
bit,
plays
let's look at the
Hearthstone now,
past
dude?
5 years. We'll see if there's still a Jesus, it's so low. I'm going to take Diablo off
Whoa.
of this because it's just, it fucks up the other ones, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, good.
Overwatch.
So-
Hearthstone, World of Warcraft.
If you look, like, I mean, obviously it's just...
World of Warcraft is
these graphs
still
are going
okay.
down.
It's
like,
not
besides
good,
WoW,
but
it's going
still
down.
Okay.
So if you... And it's not going down that... It's not that bad, right? It's really
Yeah.
not. But at the same time... Fuck. I mean, it's not surprise fizzling out. Yeah, it is. Like, these
Hearthstone,
games
hello.
are on life support. It's like all of these games are on life support. Now show
Yeah.
Pow World.
Oh.
Well, we can look at a million different games, but my point is, besides
Yeah,
this,
look at
that
it. Whoop,
all of these different games are not
to
really
the
doing
moon.
very well.
Yeah.
And this is an observable trend that I'm seeing. Now, am I wrong about this trend? Am I misinterpreting this data? Maybe I am in some way, but this is something I'm not aware of. Like, you know, so tell me if there's a way I'm wrong, because I have no fucking idea. Innovate or fade to dust, yeah. And so this is what happens. It reads as alarming, but the reality is it's inevitable in these scenarios. I've been part of several company buyouts and mergers, and there's always redundancy and duplication between roles that results in layoffs. Yeah, but Adam and Adham and Yabar were not redundant roles, though. Yeah, they were. They're redundant because Microsoft is going to be in charge now. So why do we need them to be in charge whenever Microsoft is going to be in charge?
Yeah.
They're the most redundant. Because, like, you know, there's going to be miscommunications. Like, Microsoft is going to say one thing, they're going to say something else. It's like, okay, that's it, right? And so it makes sense. Just want Activision and King Game Studio and the Blizzard IPs. The Blizzard studios suck. Well, people at Activision were let go as well. It wasn't just that. Google Trends only
Activision,
represent
Blizzard,
searching and
it
browser
says
result.
Xbox.
It doesn't mean the state of the player base. You're right about that, but I bet there's a trend between interest in a game and players playing the game. I bet there is. I've got a crazy fucking notion in my mind that I think that there's a correlation there. But you are correct that it's not one-to-one. You're very correct about that. Anyway, let's go back. We're going to read some more posts that people are very correct
Just a
about.
second. And most of the 900 people are not even announced. It's supposed to they're just cutting X roles. And it's now company's job to fill those removed positions. Yeah, probably gonna put Microsoft have their own people. What are the redundant roles though? They're upper management and Microsoft have plenty of these. And I'm sure Ibarra didn't want to work on Microsoft in a few years after he left. Yeah, could be that. It's difficult without knowing the specifics. Yeah. Chopper their own people, especially Ibarra case. It doesn't simply imply they both left on their own accord.
About that. Anyway, let's go back. We're going to read some more posts that people have made about this. Let's see if I can find it. And fucking hell, Microsoft laying off about this.
What is this? Hold on.
Anyway, let's go back. We're going to...
Taylor Swift's stalker has been arrested for the third time in 5 days. What the fuck? A stalker. He went back to Taylor's block immediately after leaving. What? So you're arrested a couple of times for stalking this woman, and then he does it again? Oh my Christ! What?
to read some more posts that people have made about this.
Oh my.
Let's see if I can find it. And fucking hell, Microsoft laying off 1,900 Activision Blizzard Xbox employees. There it is.
Yeah.
Well, there goes WoW. I think WoW is probably going to be the only ones that isn't removed. In the memo of the cancellation of the survival game, it was framed as a redeploying of resources from the perspective of someone on that team.
It could be. We don't know for certain what these people, 2,000 people that just lay off. Is it from World of Warcraft? Maybe some of them. Maybe they're not. Maybe for just other games, for Diablo. We don't know for certain. We cannot know what people from what games, you know, exactly.
That seems like the entire team is being laid off. So this is a person who was working at the Blizzard survival game. The entire survival team just got laid off. I'll be radio silent while I sort out and feel my emotions before I find out what's next. I loved working on the project with my team. It's one of the best things I ever did with my career. I'm only sorry no one will get to see it. And you can imagine like how disappointing and sad that is, right?
Yeah.
You invest 5 years of your life.
That's insane. That's crazy. That you've been working 6 years now on this survival game on Blizzard, and nobody would ever, except the people working there, nobody would see this now. I really was excited to see this, what kind of game they're working on. You know, I was really excited. Oh, the survival game, what is this gonna be? How is this gonna work? And now we're not gonna even see it. Fuck, man, that is fucked up. That is, you know, working so long for something, and they're, you know, just other company now bought this company they work for, and they're just saying to scratch that, all these long years that you've been working on, it's over. No more, not existent. This is just insane, man. This is just slap in the face. Such a slap in the face, man. This is insane.
3 years of your life into something. And it's like, yeah, I really worked so hard on this. Can I see it? No, because it doesn't exist. I mean, fuck.
Yeah.
Of your life into something. And it's like, yeah, I really worked so hard on this. Can I see it? No, because it doesn't exist.
Fuck. You know, it doesn't exist. Somebody asked you, my lord, dude, that is insane. You're working so long on this, and you know, you're talking to your friends, you know, what were you been working on, and the people that know, and you're just saying, like Cosmo's saying, you know, I can't show you, it doesn't exist anymore. Fuck.
Article about the game. So this is exactly what he said, and we'll go ahead and we'll read it here. Blizzard boss Mike Ybarra is out. Adam Hadam, as company's founder, is leaving the company. Odyssey, the survival game, been in development for 6 years, is canceled. People at the impact of the companies tell me that as of right now, they don't know who are losing their jobs. That's right. It is the Thanos snap for pretty much every single one of these game companies. Bloomberg story will be updated as we learn more. Microsoft's Matt Booty, good one, said in a note that Ybarra chose to leave his position as president of Blizzard, but in November of BlizzCon, Ybarra told me that he...
I'm so sad for these people that work. Oh my lord. They're so sad, man, that all these people got fired now. That is crazy.
Wanted to stay for the long haul. Someone will drag me out of Blizzard, Mike Ybarra said. That's how long I will be here. Well, yeah, I think that's probably what happened metaphorically. And so, yeah. And also things can change. Obviously, you know, like maybe his, you know, something in his personal life changed him, and that's why he left. There could be a lot of reasons. And so, yeah. We'll see if there's any more updates here, and I'll take a look at it. Any updates? Seventh paragraph and timing of current earnings. Okay. No, we're not really seeing any updates yet. Microsoft cancels new Blizzard video game, and this is about the game
a couple
here.
of days.
And we can talk about, and they said that they canceled, by the way, the game Odyssey, which was the survival game. They said they canceled it as part of a focus on projects that hold the most promise for future growth. So they basically decided that you know, the survival game just didn't have a lot of growth potential, and I think that they're probably right.
Yeah.
I think they're probably right. Like, not no new IP risk.
Like I'm saying, you know, it's fucked up to see, you know, all these people layoffs, and it just, but it's gotta be, they won't cancel just like that. I mean, the problem won't, because we know the Blizzard will last these 10 years, just everything what they put out, it just sucks. So, in a way, you know, it's just hard to be positive to see some of this kind of be positive that it's actually good about this game. So any about these Blizzard games, just
yeah,
I don't know what to say.
Here's why I think that they're right. The reason why I think they're right is because the survival genre is a weird middle ground between like indie, like Metroidvania, small, like, you know, like single slice games, and like big AAA games. Like, you have a lot of like single A and double A games that are survival games.
Yeah.
And those games are so much more agile, and they can create content so much faster than a big company like Blizzard can. How can Blizzard possibly operate in that space and be a legitimate competitor? How can they do that? Because I don't know. They're too slow. Yeah, I think they're too slow. And again, we talk about too slow, and then people are mentioning Valheim, right? But, you know, my point is still the same. Just buy them. That's what they should do. Like, if I was Blizzard, I would try to buy one of these big survival games and then try to manage it and empower the people that are making it to be even better. Right?
Have
Take
you seen
something
that
like
game?
V
It's
Rising.
trash.
Or like a game that's like
What game
really,
is it,
it's a
Jonah?
really well-made game, but it just doesn't have like a,
What exactly your game talking about?
I feel like it doesn't have the juice that it deserves to have, right? And so there it is, by Left 4 Dead. Yeah, something like that. The marketing, whatever it is. Yeah, they don't have the marketing. Yeah, I mean, like we had the guys on for a, what do you call it, for an Allcraft, right? Back whenever I did that.
Yeah.
But that was a long time ago. And that's just how it is. Yeah, Dark and Darker, something like that. They can buy them from Nexon. And so anyway, yeah. And so this is disappointing. Technical issues surrounding the engine or sweet tools technology developers use to construct a game. According to people familiar with the process, Odyssey was originally prototyped on the popular Unreal Engine from Epic Games, but Blizzard executives decided to switch because it wouldn't support their ambitions for vast maps supporting up to 100 players at once. And Blizzard is right. I think that, you know, that's probably the right decision. And also, like, why is it not supporting that? Because I feel like a lot of games are able to. But I don't really know that probably is better as well as they do. Use Synapse, the internal engine the company originally developed for mobile games. So it probably had like more of a stylistic vibe to it. And so, yeah, people who played the early version of the game enjoyed it and thought there was a lot of potential in the market for a survival game that hit Blizzard's bar for quality. Well, what would you say Blizzard's bar for quality is? What would that mean? What do you mean by that? Oh, you mean a ground? Yeah. There you go. And so that's the problem, is that the quality of the games are not very good.
The Paul Ward you're talking about, Tajana, is not canceled. We're talking about canceled is from Blizzard, a Blizzard game that they were working on for 6 years, a survival game. Paul Ward has nothing to do with a Blizzard. It's not a Paul Ward. It has nothing to do with Blizzard Activision. So you got it wrong. So yeah, the cancel one is the survival game, a new game that it should come out, but it's canceled. Palworld, it's different company.
And to be fair, guys, I want to make sure one thing is very clear, that we made jokes about Blizzard quality in Wrath of the Lich King, okay? Like, we have been memeing and shitting on Blizzard for like 20 years. But the problem is that now there are Google trends that we can be like, yeah, see? You see that? See, look at the graph. It says, see, I told you I was right. That's the difference. Yeah, now it's real. It's not a meme anymore. There you go. It's not a meme. Yeah, words drain our quality. Yeah, that was the beginning, right? And so, yeah, a lot of people lost their job, and it's really sad, and it's also not surprising. The truth is that, I mean, we're seeing, like, Riot did layoffs, what was it, yesterday? No, it was the day before. Riot laid off... Was it 500 people? And Activision Blizzard is laying off almost 2,000. The reality is that I think that tech, again, is maturing to a state where for the longest time with tech, I think that people were just kind of ever expanding horizons. Like the future kept getting bigger and the future kept getting bigger and it got bigger and bigger. And then after the last 5 years, I feel like it stopped getting as much bigger.
Yeah.
It stopped.
Yeah, exactly.
It peaked. Yeah, it peaked, exactly. And that's not a bad thing. It's not. But it's just the reality. And so what happened to OpenAI? Well, that's a different type of technology, and that's why everybody's trying to invest into it. So you're seeing these companies that were hiring for these continuous 20% year-over-year growth, growths in revenue and like profit and everything. And guess what happens? Well, that stops happening, and then all of those people that they built for having a ship that's going to be 20% bigger, 5 years in a row, so that's like 60% or something like that, or 160%, way bigger. Well, guess what happens? Well, you don't need all those people. When you look at the categories of people that are being laid off, yeah, they had it coming and they deserve it for all these years of bad content. The market decides what people deserve. They decide what people are worth, for better or for worse. I made that very clear with the AI stuff, and I made that very clear with my defense of the Prince of Persia game. I thought it was a great game, and I disliked the idea that people said that it was cheap because it followed the paradigm that many indie games use, which is the Metroidvania paradigm. I thought...
That is freaking bullshit, man. This new Prince of Persia game is really awesome. Tajana really fall in love with it. So, dude, So yeah. So yeah, that game is just really awesome.
People were being very unfair. But at the end of the day,
People are unfair. People are always mostly just unfair. Fucking stupid shit. Oh, everybody's playing Paul Ward, whatever the freaking name is. Oh, go play it. Dude, I hate this game. I don't want to play it. Just because everybody's just, you're jumping into this wagon and just hype of just fucking into this train of hype. Just get the fuck out of here. No, I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not playing it. I'm not jumping with you on this just because somebody's saying it's good. Or just people, mostly people already, 90% people are saying it's good. No, fuck that. I hate it. I don't like it. I don't want to play it. That's it. It is me that I choose what I want to play. I don't understand. Oh, I'm going to play just because it's popular. Get the fuck out of here. Who gives a fuck, man? It's popular. What do you mean? It's popular because of schmucks. And this Fortnite shit, it's popular. I haven't played Fortnite ever. I haven't played Minecraft ever. I'm not going to do it because this game looks like shit to me. And I'm not playing it. If you're enjoying it, great. But not me. Fuck that. Yeah. You like Prince of Persia, Tajana, yeah.
Day, does my opinion matter? No. Because nobody bought the game. And whenever I say nobody, I don't mean nobody. Paradigm. What? I thought people were being very unfair. But at the end of the day, does my opinion matter? No.
Yeah.
Because nobody bought the game. And whenever I say nobody, I don't mean nobody. A lot of people bought the game.
Yeah.
And the sad thing about it is all of the people who I talked to, actually, I didn't really talk to anybody about the game. I just read people's posts about it. Everybody who talked about the game that I saw said it was good.
Yeah, it was good.
So it's like, oh, this sucks.
Prince of Persia is good. But the fucking mentality of people at this internet, so much that people are saying something is trash, they fucking jump into this train, this wagon, of hype, or this fucking, or, trashing or something, or this game, or whatever, the product. It's just fucking shit, man. Like, dude, what the fuck? Don't you have something, integrity of yours, or you like what you like, it's just, you have to jump for every fucking say. What the fuck? Are you fucking, all these people acting like kids? Who gives a fuck? Dude, I like the old Command and Conquer, Commandos, this, almost, very few people liked this game. I adore it. Most of the people are just, a new generation just hate this shit. And that's because World of Warcraft is just fucking stupid. And they're making for this a new generation of the people. It's just new kids and all this fucking shit. I hate it. I hate it. I want to play Classic. I want to play real World of Warcraft. It's just a stupid mentality. Oh, I talked the other day, way back before, with my cousin, and he's playing all the time, retail World of Warcraft all the time he's playing. It's just, we're getting this kind of argument that I'm saying, I like classic World of Warcraft, he's like retail, and I told him it's just trash to me, a retail thing. And he put me a kind of, almost, he tried to put me kind of analogy or something, or metaphor or something like this, that, oh, do you like the new car better or the old car better? That's a stupid thing to say. That is a stupid thing. What the fuck? Why you wanted to do fucking... this doesn't have nothing to do with retail World of Warcraft. Or maybe some new car, like fucking, it's just getting problems. Then yeah, you know what? Maybe that old car is better, that is driving from A to B, where I need to go, and is actually better. And now you're telling me this new car is even better just because, it's a new one. It's actually trash. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck? People are getting this fucking so stupid, this fucking shit. No, it just... Look, if you like the new stuff, if you like the Minecraft, if you like the Fortnite, if you like to read the World of Warcraft, great. You go play it, okay. If you really enjoy it, I have nothing against that. Great. But for me, personally, it's fucking dog shit. It's trash. This game is, it's terrible. That's it. Do we have to fucking agree on everything? No, we don't have to. Why would we need to agree with everything? You know, a lot of people, we don't like the same stuff. I like different stuff, different games, different movies. I'm a DC guy. It's not that I hate Marvel. I like to watch some of the Marvel, you know, with Tobey Maguire, you know, old Spider-Man movies. They're really good. And I like Marvel in that kind of the Marvel movie, a new one. I liked it too. You know, as some of the, you know, Iron Man. I like the Iron Man, you know, or Thor movies. They're kind of fun. You know, they're fun. I like watching all of this, but I'm not close to being a fan of this Marvel like I'm with DC. I like Batman. I like Joker, Superman, and this kind of universe. You know, it's way better. Except the freaking that the new game that is coming out now in a week. Suicide Squad. Man, that thing is trash. I don't know what's gonna be in this reviews. I can't wait to see the reviews for Suicide Squad. That after the Rocksteady that made one of the best games, hero games, superhero games ever, the Arkham series, and now they're making this Suicide Squad. How the fuck did you even wanted to do this? You could make a new Batman game or something. I don't get it. I don't get it. Some of the still developers, no wonder they're just gaining layoffs of these like Activision Blizzard and Xbox employees. It's just, it's weird. If you're making trash, so dude, I mean, I don't want you to get fired, but dude, if you're making some trash, it's terrible. And you shouldn't get these people to get really fire these people. Just put them, you know, on another project. If you think that it's better, don't fire them. They have the same paycheck and everything. Just put them in another. You know, if this is just, you know, we're scratching this survival game totally with the people getting fired. That's fucked up.
Right? It's like, okay, well, everybody who I'm talking to and I see is saying the game's good, and it's like, fuck, man. But then the public just doesn't. The public says, no, bad. But it's good, bad. But look at it's bad. Well, but look at it, it's got good game. No, bad game. Look, you see mobile game, it's mobile game, bad. It's bad. Don't want it. Too much money. But you said you wanted games that weren't as big. No, bad game, too small.
That's
small game,
yeah,
bad game.
I was right on this.
Bad.
Yeah.
And does it really matter what my opinion is?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Because the market decides, not me.
Yeah, market decides.
And it's sad. It really is sad. The shutdown of
sad,
Overwatch League. Oh, I forgot all about this. Why didn't I talk about this?
What?
Overwatch League.
Overwatch League canceled.
Okay. So we've got one right here. Give me 1 second. And how much overhead in terms of management do you think there is for Blizzard? I don't know. I'm not sure. And thank you, Overwatch League. I don't want to read the whole thing. Officially over as teams vote for exit, right? So basically, Overwatch League is done. They completely canceled it. It's gone. It's done. Canceled, done, finished, deleted, yeeted. And this came out 2 or 3 days ago. I missed out on it, but there it is. Now, why did Overwatch League die? I'm going to tell you why. Because nobody watched it. That's the reason. Nobody watched the show. It wasn't making any money, and so they canceled the league. It's really not that complicated. It's because of money, right?
Watch that.
It's because of money, but why is it because of money? It's because of money because nobody watches the show. Because you can't get anybody to give you money if nobody looks at the advertisements that they gave you money to have people look at.
Yep.
Bro, I'm sure I'm going to get a hate thread about that one too. And anyway, so yeah, a lot of people are mad about this. Too much emphasis on making it IRL sports. Yeah, but I think that is a reason why it was stupid. But Overwatch League was successful despite that. Why was it successful despite that? Because people watched it. And we're gonna go even farther. Why did people watch it? because people played it.
Yep.
And that's what changed, isn't it?
Yep.
That's what happened. So people stopped playing the game. So people stopped being interested in the game. So people stop watching the game because they're not keeping up with the metas. And then because nobody's watching the game, the company can't make any money with it, right? They were engaged with the game. It was because of XQC. XQC was a very popular, really big player, but Overwatch League was massive, and it was part of many different people. Obviously, like now, XQC is one of the most popular people, but I remember whenever XQC got kicked out of Overwatch League. I remember the day that it happened. And he fucking had on, he had a stream. It was like this. He was sitting in his old room, and it was whenever he told somebody to suck a dick or something like that. And they kicked him out, and he had like 4 or 7K viewers. Because I watched the stream myself live. It was a really big deal, but he wasn't the only big name in Overwatch. Yeah. Especially not then. He's by far the biggest now. But back then, that wasn't the case. I was there. No, excuse me. Yeah, and he would just play. Yeah, it was a big stream at the time, too. Yeah, that was his biggest stream. That's the thing. It's like this drama. And I remember thinking to myself, like, bro, like, he's doing it right. You know, like, he's doing it right. He's farming it. And it's like, because I was thinking, oh, man, like, you know, this is going to, like, maybe fuck up his career or something. And then, like, he immediately fucking goes live and starts farming it, bro. And people are subbing like fucking crazy, supporting him. They're like, yeah, bro, that guy doesn't, bro, the whole Overwatch League sucks dick, man. Like, what do you mean? But why did it have the big names? It had the big names because people liked watching the game. And so they're looking for people that are good at the game to watch. There's not the audience there to support them and turn them into 20K streamers like, in my opinion, they deserve.
No.
So that's what I think. It's about an ecosystem. That's why Zara went full classic. It's like if people were able to fucking idea. I remember from StarCraft 2, Hydra and Destiny. Like, I don't remember a lot of the other people because they weren't entertaining. Well, you know, we can't have that. I mean, this is a serious broadcast. Like, bitch, shut the fuck. It's a video game. Shut the fuck up.
Serious broadcasting.
Have a little bit of fun.
Broadcasting.
But that. Oh my god.
It's crazy.
It's so annoying.
Yeah.
Trainwrecks, RBGs.
Yeah,
bro.
Unbelievable.
Yes. Oh my god. That was so good. Do you remember that one time that we queued up against ABN and I unmuted after we decided the strategy? And because I had talked to Train while we were muted, and he was like, okay, unmute. I'm going to say that we're going to DDoS ABN. And I unmute, and we do this as a joke, right? And he's like, yeah, okay, so we're going to take him, we're going to hit. It was nothing. And like after a week, everybody just assumed that it wasn't a joke. They were like, bro, Train's a DDoSer. He literally admitted to it on stream. Didn't you see Asmon's stream? Nobody ever fucking thought that. Like, they never thought it wasn't a joke.
Okay, Tajana, see you later. Yep. Okay, yeah, we watched this one. Where is it? Okay, I want to see from Spawnway. To see just a news right now, guys. Gonna see this.
Welcome back to Newswave. Well, it looks like the
Metroid Prime
because
4
there's
anniversary.
News or a new trailer or anything for Metroid Prime 4. No. It's actually a certain anniversary. It's been 5 years. 5 years.
Let's see this.
Man, January 25th, 2019. It's amazing that it's been that long. Really, if you think about it, Metroid Prime 4 was announced a few months
I'm
really
not
after
really
the Switch came
Metroid
out.
Prime. I mean,
focus on the Pokemon Company and their latest outing with Scarlet and Violet.
Scarlet and
Not living
Violet.
up to even from VGCU says, from what I've heard, the Pokemon Company has taken the response to Scarlet and Violet seriously and is acting serious stuff. Generation open world for that million.
Sorry
mark.
about this.
We can
Palworld
see this
hits 8 million
over
copies sold.
Counting Palworld has sold over 8 million copies.
Great.
In less than 6 days. There's a chance by the time you're seeing this, it might even be out of date. And they're right away with Microsoft announcing nearly 1,000 layoffs yesterday in their gaming division, which we can see this post up over on The Verge, where it seemed like the news was breaking here, as they also got a hold of a memo that Phil Spencer himself sent out to just staff across the company. But they say Microsoft was laying off 1,900 employees at Activision Blizzard and Xbox this week. While Microsoft is primarily laying off roles at Activision Blizzard, some Xbox and ZeniMax employees will also be impacted by the cuts. It is interesting to note, Phil Spencer does mention that 1,900 roles out of the 22,000 people. So trying to put that more into percentages, I'm sure, is what he's looking to do.
Hold on. The cuts work out roughly 8% of the overall Microsoft gaming division. That stands out around 22,000 employees in total. Whoa. So Microsoft has 22,000 employees. Whoa. Whoa. The Verge has obtained international memo from Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer that confirms that layoffs.
It's out to about 8% of the overall Microsoft Gaming division. And look, I know there are big mergers that happen. A lot of times layoffs will follow because really what happened, like for example, Activision Blizzard, they publish games like Microsoft publishes games. So you bring those two divisions together and, oh, look, there's two people for one position. So someone has to go. And as we know with a lot of these companies, they try to figure out how to make one person do two jobs anyway. So they're even going beyond that. But sure, with mergers and acquisitions, I understand. Yeah. Layoffs tend to happen. But this went a bit further than just, I think, redundancies. Because, for example, Blizzard's president, Mike Ybarra, is leaving, and it seemed like he was all gung-ho and on board to continue on here with Microsoft and Xbox after the acquisition. But then he did announce on Twitter, I want to thank everyone who was impacted today for their meaningful contributions to their teams, to Blizzard, and to players' lives. It's an incredibly hard day, and my energy and support will be focused on all those amazing individuals impacted. This in no way a reflection on your amazing work. If there's anything I can help with, connections, recommendations, etc., DM me. To the Blizzard community, I also want to let you all know today is my last day at Blizzard. Leading Blizzard through an incredible time and being part of the team, shaping it for the future ahead was an absolute honor. Having already spent 20 plus years at Microsoft and with the acquisition of Activision Blizzard behind us, it's time for me to once again become Blizzard's biggest fan from the outside. And then on top of that, that survival game that Blizzard announced, which was apparently codenamed Odyssey, that's canceled. And it's been in development for 6 years. This, according to Bloomberg and Jason Schreier, what appeared to happen behind the scenes is just a convoluted development that is from Unreal Engine to an internal engine they had called Synapse. And then they were hoping that, with Microsoft acquiring Activision Blizzard, maybe we can go back to Unreal Engine, and they had it planned out for a 2026 release, which is like a 9-year development on that thing. Anyway, it's been canceled, and seemingly the whole team's been laid off. We also have Jez Gordon mentioned multiple sources tell me that Microsoft is laying off the entire internal customer support teams for ABK Games. Save a few, Microsoft will outsource the rest to external companies abroad. ABK was one of the few games publishers with a high-quality internal customer support team. And then on top of that, Microsoft has also shut down departments dedicated to bringing Xbox games to physical retail, which if you've seen the digital only...
Man, they're shutting everything. ABK was one of few games of high quality international customer support.
Xbox console leaks. Well, you can get an idea of where Microsoft is going from here. Now, he did follow up and mention that it doesn't necessarily mean that they are just quitting physical retail.
Dedicate what? So there's no more, which you've seen the digital only Xbox consoles leaks. Yeah, that's why there's no physical thing anymore. It won't be for Microsoft. The only digital thing. You can get an idea where Microsoft is going here. Yeah, exactly. So that's why they're firing everything about this department of the against the physical retail. That is insane. That's why the new console is going to be only digital. Yeah.
Right now,
this year is going to come. I think it's refreshed or what's the new console.
They can outsource some of that, but I mean, come on, we all know where this industry is trending, and we certainly know the direction that Microsoft is trending, just based on what they're doing with subscriptions and pushing things towards digital with that leaked slide that showed the refresh that was adorably all digital. I just feel like they have less and less interest or focus, at least, on publishing physical games. Now, things even go a bit further than that, as you would assume the Call of Duty studios would probably be safe. No, actually, all the studios that work on Call of Duty support or just like the main lead studio have seen layoffs, whether that's Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer Games, Raven Software, Treyarch, High Moon Studios, and more. So yeah, not a great day. Raven Software.
Whoa. Hey. A huge amount of community managers have also lost their job because lost from building Xbox and Microsoft.
Treyarch, High Moon Studios, and more. So yeah, not a great day in the game where Treyarch, High Moon Studios.
Reducing retail.
And more. So yeah, not a great day in the gaming industry yesterday, and obviously you feel for all the people out there who lost their jobs, especially since, you know, some of them moved around to accommodate to get one of these positions, and now they're just kind of ousted. And then, oh yeah, guess what? The bell rings at Microsoft today. $3 trillion market cap yesterday after announcing all of the layoffs. So I'm sure that was awesome news to see spread around the internet. But as we mentioned before, these layoffs seem to just continue to mount, with now being nearly 6,000 layoffs announced this year, and we're not even through January. So my biggest thing now looking at this is, I don't really know why more and more talent would want to come into this industry when they see how these layoffs occur and how expendable it feels like a lot of the talent
Nobody
is
experienced wanted to come to this, you know, to Microsoft and Activision Blizzard, because all the time this is happening, these layoffs. It's crazy.
In these different companies, so rather than go into gaming, they might go into other tech fields in general, or if you are someone who's a veteran in gaming, you might just leave and just never come back to it. And that's, I think, the biggest thing there. One, I mean, if you don't really care about the layoffs or any developers or anything like that, you see games get canceled. Sure, you see issues with physical media when it comes to publishing, customer service, which isn't great, obviously, if you're someone who has issues with these different games. So even just beyond, I guess, the empathy side of things, it seems like just in general the product itself would be affected. But again, going beyond that, the talent exodus that could be happening, then it's not good for the industry at all. So I feel like 2024 will continue to be rough when it comes to layoffs. I think if people thought 2023 was bad, and it was, I feel like 2024 is actually going to be quite a bit worse. Next up, let's talk about Asus and their ROG Ally, as it's actually been a pretty good handheld next to the Steam Deck if you're looking for something more Windows-based, and something I think that works really well.
ROG Ally 2 coming this year?
Emulation, but it has a higher refresh rate screen. It's technically stronger with the Z1 Extreme. And now it appears that Asus could actually be moving to release a second generation handheld this year, which seems very, very fast, but we can see this was a report over on Techlusive, and they were interviewing the Asus India vice president. They say, we most likely will launch a second generation handheld gaming console this year. We will still keep the Windows features, but we will focus more on gaming. So I do wonder if this is going to play into what Microsoft has been doing with the handheld side when it comes to Windows, as they are working to more or less AMD is clearly working on this with all these different partners overall, and then the user experience with Windows, which was retro towards the next Z1 Extreme, and trying to make it more and more powerful with now, which was a year where they showcased and demoed the GameCube. Well, now we have footage in 1080p 60 frames per second. Show some of that here. And this was posted up by Hard4 Games, and I will have a link to this down below in the sources if you want to go check it out for yourself. It's about 6.5 minutes long. And they mentioned it came from G-Para DVD Magazine. I believe that's volume 10. And this is really, really cool stuff. One, they at least show off the convention or the trade show itself, right? So you kind of get a feeling as to how it was set up. And look at all the tube TVs there with GameCubes hooked up. But they show off the Game Boy Advance with that cell phone, that modem connection that I feel like no one really... A lot of people, I should say, don't know was a thing. But you could check your email on your Game Boy Advance. And it was mostly used in terms of games for something like, believe it or not, Pokemon Crystal? interesting stuff there, I guess. But being able to use a modem with a Game Boy is not something I would have necessarily expected.
Good old
anyway,
GameCube.
the GameCube being introduced there, demoed, they showed it off in full, and they had some tech demos like Meowth's Party. They had the Link and Ganon battle where they were fighting each other, and that's the look. Again, I liked it, but this is the thing that really calls the division online at the end of this video, frankly, but not. It makes this stuff even up to 4K. We have the
PC
official release date, which was
Horizon.
posted up over on PlayStation blog. You can see that here. It is coming out March 21st. And you do have like a bunch of pre-order benefits and bonuses here. You can check out different outfits and bows, that sort of thing. But people, of course, were curious about some of the features where you can take advantage of.
I was thinking to play this on a PS5 to download this. Yeah. Horizon Forbidden West.
Nice, powerful video card and processor. Well, they do have an unlocked frame rate, as expected. Customizable graphics settings. DLSS 3.0 with also AMD and Intel upscaling supported. Ultra-wide support. Get this, up to 48:9. And they even have compatibility for triple monitor setup, which, if you played Horizon, is a very pretty looking game. But it is something that has a lot of vistas that can kind of stretch out. If you have that field of view turned up, and then you have the video card that can support it, and that ultra wide.
I beat it.
This would be a very impressive looking game, and one that I would recommend
Yeah,
using.
I think I'm gonna do,
if you do get a new video
download
card at any point, this is one I would fire up and try out. In fact, I'm tempted, because I did enjoy it quite a bit on the PS5. I'm tempted to get it on
No,
my
I'm not
PC
getting
with my
this on
ultra-wide
PC.
monitor just to see
On
how
PS5,
it'll
I
look.
have it.
And then also, of course, it does support DualSense controller completely. So if you have one and you connect it up to your PC to play this, you'll be able to take advantage of the adaptive triggers and other things that play into the gameplay here. So really, really cool stuff. Again, Horizon Forbidden West, I enjoyed it a lot. And in fact, visually speaking, it was one of the more impressive, quote-unquote, next-generation looking PS5 games, even though I understand it was also on the PS4. This was one where you could actually tell the difference between the PS4 and the PS5. So if you've been looking at it, you're unsure, but you have a nice PC, this is one I would definitely recommend, and it's coming out again March 21st, so not too far out, just a couple months. And before we go to the comment of the day, we're taking a look at the poll that I posted up yesterday, where I ask, what would you like to see the next generation Steam Deck improve on the most? So
Okay, don't care about this. What else I wanted? Yeah, let me just see the.
Hello everyone, today it's on the best opportunity on board. Of course,
so this is the
going to be able to do this, and
about
that's he gets to leave with a massive, in a wider context of massive layoffs. I mean, putting the years together, you're like at 15,000 plus. It's just going to be harder for these people to find a job. Like, money is drying up everywhere, even in like the indie scene from.
Yep. Let me just see this.
Some overwhelmingly negative, and I think we should just plow on to support a Q&A here, because we had a couple of questions about this. This one from the ever awesome Dr. I Crap and Shits. Regardless of the TLU 2 case, on a more physical or philosophical level, do you think it's fair that games that are compiled for a different system, in other words recompiled or remastered if we weren't talking about code, are labelled as such, or do you think games labelled as remastered should be distinguishable from the original work, unlike most remastered music, for example? So this is the key thing, right? The Last of Us Part 2 remastered, it does look, let's face facts here, it looks very, very similar to the PlayStation 4 Pro version of the game. But significantly, there are enhancements that bring its visual feature set, certainly in terms of 4K modes and whatnot, into complete parity with The Last of Us Part 1.
How is this actually working?
Which is a point that was made by Naughty Dog on social media today. I think there's been some sort of points being raised where maybe they should have
definitely SOD. I'm gonna play
director's cut or something to sort of reduce
on February
expectation.
of Phase 2.
I'm curious what you make of this, Alex, because
let me just hear this.
They've done here, which is to say, increased clarity, same core assets, and the thing that really sort of slightly annoys me about this sort of negative reaction is that well, you know, it's not a $70 release, it's a $50 release. And if you already owned the game, then, you know, it's a $10 upgrade. And more
Right,
than
it's
that,
not
I
expensive.
yeah, and I actually saw a tweet today where somebody who owned the PlayStation 4 version digitally, I presume, bought the version on PlayStation 5 and got a refund from Sony and, you know,
No way.
and a note saying, hey, maybe you should consider the $10 upgrade instead. So, you know, assuming that's genuine, it kind of covers all bases. I think I'm really not getting...
It's optional. You don't have to buy this game. So I don't know. For me, like what I think it's just in terms of naming, there's no good consistency to the way these things are done in the video game market. I mean, The Last of Us Part 1 is called remastered, even though it's a complete remake of the original game. Maybe there's some logic in there that's shared between the two and the level design layout, but everything is different. Like all the assets are different, you know, like the naming, it doesn't mean anything at this point. And I think the reason why they call it The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered is for consistency in the naming between their most recent efforts. I think it's all just about consistency. I mean, since it's a completely optional purchase, I cannot get upset about it at all. I think in terms of maybe wanting a bit more, one thing I would have maybe liked to have seen is they do adhere to a 1440p TAA presentation for their 60 FPS mode.
Yep.
And it seems to have enough headroom there. I think I would have liked to have seen maybe a little bit pushing there more in some aspects. I don't know what they would be necessarily. I would have maybe liked to have seen, maybe not FSR 2 because
They fixed the LODs.
yeah, they fixed the LODs. So, you know, maybe 4K FSR 2, if someone wants it as an option. That's going to be in the PC version when that comes out. I don't know. Like, I can't get troubled with it. And I do find it a little bit funny that it is such a negative reaction. Especially for something cheap that you don't have to buy.
Well,
just
that's the
don't
thing,
have
right?
to buy it.
You can stick with your physical version of The Last of Us, or even a digital version of The Last of Us Part 2, and it will run at 60 frames per second on PlayStation 5, which is, you know, a crucial update, and it's free, and it remains free, and it's not going away or anything. It's kind of shades of Ghost of Tsushima when that was ported over to PlayStation 5. John, what's your reaction to that remastered moniker?
In a way, I think there's just so much confusion around the usage of the word remastered, remake, and all those sorts of terms. And what does it actually mean? And I think the problem is that it means different things to different people and different companies. So sometimes you'll see remastered applied to a game that has a gigantic visual overhaul. Other times it's more like, this is more in line, I guess, with, as you mentioned, the traditional meaning of remastered in regards to like film and music, where it's still recognizably the same product, but with some minor changes to the overall presentation to bring it up to also basically the same game. And remastered fixed that. Where this time it's just sort of like it feels more incremental because the game was already in a good state before. I don't really have a problem with its existence. I can't say it excites me in any way. It's just like, okay, it's this game, but it's fine that it exists. My only complaint is that they nerfed the depth of field on distant scenery, and that's enough that makes me not want to play this version over the original, because I actually think that was a big.
I'm gonna end it now. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. All right, guys. I'm gonna have to end the stream now. I got some things to do. All right, we were streaming almost, about 2 hours now. So yeah, that's what I wanted to do, a reaction to this layouts of the Activision Blizzard, because we are a Blizzard channel actually here, and just everything Blizzard games. So there you go. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hold on. Yeah, so please on Twitch follow the stream. Thank you so much. On YouTube, subscribe, like, comment. Thanks guys so much. See you on the next time, on the next one. Hold on. I want to try to do, there we go. Alright guys, thank you. See ya.
You look lonely.